Hey, it's old dude. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather, and the weather here in Houston is kind of rainy, stormy. So today I am working on this seat thing, this whatever it is, trim that goes beside the driver's seat. So I ordered this from Rock Auto, and it should be a direct replacement. It'll go right there. This one is all busted up, and it just hangs there, and I get hung up on it when I get out, so I'm gonna try to fix that. Try to replace it, make sure it all works. There's nothing up here anymore except this wire right here that's holding the front on. And then right back here in the very back behind here, I'll have to get at it from the back seat underneath there. There's a bolt that holds it on. And I know that from looking at the back side of this one. This little boss right here's got a bolt that runs through the seat frame and holds it on. So I'm gonna take that off. Okay, so there is a nut. It's kind of hard to see. What I did is I pushed the seat as far up as I can get it and took the back of the seat, leaned it far forward as I can get it. And right under there is the nut I'm looking for. It's a 7mm, so I'm gonna take that out. And there's that boss right there. You can kind of see it moving around. That thing ought to just fall off the side of the truck then. So there I've got that little 7mm nut out. It's just basically a plastic nut. So that's loose now. I'll go around to the driver's door and take it out, figure out what I need to do about this seat belt. I'm not sure how it's gonna come loose. Well, there it is. Now it's just flopping. I guess I'm gonna have to unbolt that seat belt right there. It's nasty down in there. Well, I figured out it's easier to pull this facade right here, this fake piece. Just pop it loose. It's held in with just a couple of these little clips right here. And the top part hooks over. So it's really just kind of held in there with nothing. So I can pry it out, turn this sideways, slip it through that hole. But now we come to the part that they really didn't think through very good, because to get this off, you either cut that piece of plastic, which I don't want to do, or you pull this seatbelt bolt loose, which seems a little dramatic, but okay, that's what I've got to do. This bottom piece, see these clips right here are busted. They're supposed to be on there. That's what's all broken up. So they should be like that. Anyway, that's the problem. Okay, so here, just comparing these two, you can see this thing right here is busted off of this one. So that's what's one of the fasteners. This piece right here is broken here and here. This piece must still be bolted to the seat frame. There's a little rail that clips in right here. You can tell these two things are kind of busted out. So every one of them broken. And then obviously we've already talked about this piece right here that I just bolt back in. That was the only thing holding it back in the wire loom. But this piece and that piece are still located here in the truck. Right there. I'll have to get a pair of pliers and pull that out. And then right there is that piece of plastic, and there's a bolt right there, a little bolt I'll have to take out. And then this is the clip that was on the bottom, should be on the bottom. And there's two of those. Anyway, okay, so I gotta get all those taken apart. Okay, installation is just the reverse. I'm gonna install the seatbelt bolt first. And this wasn't very tight. It's snug, so it won't back out, but it's all held in section, not in torsion, so it should be okay. I'll tighten that up. I will snap these along here. Then I'll bolt that through there. Pulling these two wires through this. And finally I'll put that plate back on there and snap it on. So I can't really tighten this up with one hand, so I'm gonna turn this off and we'll catch up later. Okay, so the seatbelt's on. I got the bottom rail snapped to this metal piece that goes there, so it's snapped in. Now, I need to take this little bolt that was on this trash piece of plastic, and that's a Torx 20, and I'm gonna run it back through there. Just hand tight, it wasn't very tight at all. So it'll go back in that hole right there, and that'll hold the front piece up. Then I'll have to do the same on that back piece that I took out. Okay, well there it is, all put in except for snapping these covers back in. This is got the seat belts reattached. I got that piece snapped in there good. The front's back attached and the bottom's attached, so it won't hang on when I come out and try to rip everything off. Probably a good thing. I need to snap this back together. That obviously that there. And then this piece right here is gonna go on right there. Pretty simple. I believe it just snaps over the top. Let's see how good it fits. Now that's one thing. So you can kind of tell a color difference. So you can see that that's a little browner than that. But not bad for 23 bucks, and the other one falling apart. Okay, so something I learned here on this one is, see, it hooks over. It has these little, kind of hard to see them, but these little teeth that go over the top right there. And then the bottom, whoop, what did I do? Oh, push the button. So it's gonna give me a little better view. There's little bottom teeth that hook in these grooves right here. Once the seat's finished moving, I'll go ahead and finish that up. But I also figured out that you kind of have to get your fingers back behind there and kind of pinch it together to get these bottom ones to bite. Now, I don't know if that's true on the originals, the Ford manufacturers or not, but these, I had to do it here or I couldn't get this to hold. So anyway, like I said, not perfect, but it's gonna work better than the other one. And there it is, all put back together and working. Everything works. Can't argue that point, so. Okay, and it's pretty secure. So, hey, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and comment below if you got any questions, or we'll see how this works. I will post updates periodically about, fit and finish and functionality. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day, and just remember to pray for those people in Central Texas and in Ruidoso, New Mexico. I got lots of friends over there, and they could really use your prayers.